Is he Hispanic?
No.
He might be Hispanic.
No, he's not.
Is he not?
No, because in the trailer they talk about how he's like part of a gang.
Oh my god!
Hey, welcome to Tablecast, the only garden furniture podcast on the net. I'm your host, Dank Nug Thick Smoke, and I'm here with...
No, I'm not coming up with a comedy name.
Hey, this is Tea Break, the only show ever. I'm Marcus Beard, I'm drinking a cool Diet Coke.
I'm Kate and I'm drinking chai tea.
I'm Tom and I'm on squash.
And we've had a big week this week. To be fair, the last time we filmed this was Monday, so that was actually this week.
Yeah.
So,
we literally, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why none of us have played anything, so we haven't got anything to talk about this week. But we can talk about those dank nugs. No. What's been going on this week? So basically on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday, the big news with GTA 5
Was that
trailer.
Tuesday?
I don't know, it seemed recent, I don't know.
Was
We
it
filmed the skit on the day it happened.
Was that Wednesday?
I don't know, Jay's blown it into one.
Okay,
So it's
well,
long
it was this
summer
week at some point.
Yeah.
It was good, I mean, what did you think about it? I'm just going to go check the audio because I'm afraid.
Five
GTA
reaction.
5 trailer, what do we
Yeah,
think?
well, you know, everyone's clearly seen our reaction trailer.
Haven't, go watch it now, it's funny. It has, it had a budget, 20 million budget for the special effects
It's
at the end.
impressive. It's so impressive.
It was intense. So we spent about an hour making that video. So talking about the trailer, it's been a saga, hasn't it? GTA 5. Like when it was first announced, and all we saw for like months was Grand Theft Auto V.
Yeah,
and that was all we saw about it.
And there's no information,
Yeah.
no development.
I think they didn't they release some kind of cover art? People trying to
No,
analyse
that was really recently. That was after.
Was that the one with the car? Like, there was just some guys standing next to a car. Was that what it was?
No, but there was like they announced the cover art and like
Ah.
they painted it onto a wall, and obviously it takes time to paint it, so people like figured out what it was using currently existing art before doing it. I think, is that what you're talking about? That
No,
one.
but sure, that sounds good. Yeah.
Which one?
I don't know. I seem to remember just someone on Twitter posting cover art and being like, there are cars. This means that there will be cars, and it was just along that kind of.
Cars. Is it because
Yeah.
if you look at every if you look at all the old Grand Theft Auto covers, obviously they'll have that segmented style,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they all have like a helicopter on the top left and a dog. I think they always have a dog in it, and obviously like guys with
You
guns.
looked at
but
these
that's-
way more than I
No, it wasn't me. Like, I think that's an observation made by people.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from the cover art. So they did that quite recently, but back to
The
we
actual trailer.
had Grand Theft Auto 5 for ages, and that's all we
Yeah.
knew. And we thought, it's going to be about the recession, and then like time kept going by, and it was like,
Well, it
well,
can't be anymore.
recession's
That's
much
not current,
less current now. Because I remember playing the Ballad of Gay Tony, which you haven't played the expansions, have
No,
you?
I haven't played any of the expansions.
And they're really good, and if you guys haven't played the expansions, they're probably... Yeah. Grand Theft Auto is obviously for me, was one of the best games of the generations. I think I much prefer the expansions to the original game. Lost in the Damned was like a motorcycle.
That's a
Hells Angels one.
big statement. 'cause
Yeah. But no, I think the expansions were better for me, especially Lost in the Damned.
Okay.
It was
That's the motorcycle one.
Motorcycle one,
Yeah.
and it was just I found the characters so much more interesting and less irritating.
Okay.
And like when you had friends, they were like genuinely helpful. It wasn't just like cousin. Let's go
bowling.
Real original, guys.
Yeah, that happens a lot in that game. Phone calls. Anyway, so and then we got the first trailer,
Yeah.
which was
Have you watched it yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
What did you
gameplay one. What do you think? Her head's still on her head. Spoiler alert, guys. You should have watched the video by now. So
Yeah. I don't know. I will probably not get a lot of good reactions if I say I'm not really a huge fan. I've never really played it.
Did you play GTA 4?
I'll be honest, the only GTA I've played is like one of the really old ones.
Yeah, that's fine. No, but like, yeah, so good. I was saying, it takes so much time, and I wouldn't have time. It was like with Red Dead Redemption. If I got that again now, I don't think I'd enjoy it as much because I couldn't.
I didn't enjoy that game at all.
Because I couldn't fully immerse myself
I'm
in it.
sorry. I just.
It depends how because
So
if you have the
what?
time and the lack of social
Oh,
activity.
that's the thing. It's because there's so much to do in the environment.
It's
so
a
rich
virtual,
and there's so many
and
side
you really need to
quests.
get into it, and it is stylish though. When
Yeah.
they have that Jose Gonzalez song play.
Was this Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
It's literally my favourite part of probably any video game ever.
Favourite part of this generation. We love it.
Yeah.
But they're putting that in GTA 5. They're having like music come in the missions. They had an interview with the devs, so that's happening.
So I've never really played a recent GTA game. Is it like Tony Hawk where you've got a soundtrack going the whole time?
Exactly like Tony Hawk. Basically.
I'm not saying like the gameplay, I'm saying the soundtrack.
Basically what Rockstar did is they were like, this game with Bam Margera and Tony Hawk.
Shut up!
They're like, we want to take the World Destruction tour.
I'm going to be honest, you set yourself
the
up for that.
The soundtrack, I said, quite specifically, is the music the same kind of thing?
So what happens is, you drop in off the top of a skyscraper, and you hear some like upstrict ska music, and it goes.
Let me rephrase. Okay.
So that song by Goldfinger.
I'm gonna hit you. I will.
You are your helm, growing old, looking older all the time, feeling.
No, it's
you
not.
You know how like in Tony Hawk,
there's music playing on the whole time.
Yes.
No, it's not that. Like you have radio stations.
Which is the good thing about GTA is that because it's so immersive, the only time you're listening to music in GTA 4 is in the radio stations, which are so good. They must have about a dozen.
Yeah, and they've all got like 6 hours worth of audio.
And they had it all the way.
6 hours?
Yeah, but if you don't listen to like all of them.
Like I had heard repeats, but that was I think I was unlucky because there's no way I heard all of it.
No.
But they had like talk radio stations and all that stuff. It was so good.
My favourite is it GTA 4, the advert for Piss Vasser.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I think that's probably one of my favourite parts of the radio.
So there are those three. And the first one just had the old guy. Second one introduced second one was 3 simultaneous trailers.
Yeah.
And this one finally showed some gameplay, and it showed how we're going to switch between all 3.
Yeah, which was a big concern of mine.
Yeah, because I was like, how can they? If you have a world this big, how can they possibly how? But they did.
Well, no, it's not the size of the world. It's how would you, in an open world game like that, how could
logistically catch up on what the other person is doing?
Yeah.
It just seems strange. But they did it. But the thing is, I watched it, and so the first time it's an mission, and it just zooms out to another player.
Which I think was a really cool
which was good. It reminded me of the Battlefield game for the PS2.
Oh,
and you said State of Decay. When you were talking about State of Decay, I got reminded of Battlefield, where you can just switch between players, which was a weird. I don't know if that was even made by DICE. Anyway.
Yeah.
It was on. Anyway. It reminded me of that, and I thought that was really cool.
That was cool, yeah.
Especially if you can genuinely do it at will. Like it would be great.
I think it looked like in the missions you could, but obviously you needed to be a certain person to do certain parts of the mission.
Could you be in the helicopter the whole time? Then you sort of progress, which you just got
the other guy wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. What would they do?
I imagine you'd fail the mission.
I don't know. I think there's still a lot. We'll just have to wait until it happens.
See,
because even this I remember for Grand Theft Auto 4, they didn't show any gameplay until it was released, and I remember at least I couldn't find it. And I remember this is what it actually looks like, and that kind of when I watched it before I got the game, kind of spoiled it for me. I was like, there's always so much hype behind them. But with this one, I still feel the hype because there's so much hasn't been revealed. Like how they're gonna.
It's because it looks like it's got a lot of complicated mechanics in it. So.
So that, but so when you switch between players in the open world, it seems to just zoom out. First of all, zoom out, look above them, then zoom out in a Google Maps kind of way, but not continuous in a kind of leveled way.
Well, we don't know if that's a true transition. That was just. For
I think it could be because I think that would make a lot of sense in terms of loading because it won't be very processing heavy to be able to do that.
No, but the counterpoint to that is that. You said that there was an 8 GB install for both consoles?
Yes, there is.
So that should...
It seems crazy to me that the same console, same format, granted there are 2 DVDs now, the GTA 4 was made on, is...
The same console that's being played.
Because
and it's an 8-year-old machine.
Yeah. It's a really old machine.
Yeah.
It's not even coming to next gen. It's coming to PC.
Well,
I know they haven't announced that.
Yeah.
But probably. After every game, it's been a year. Oh, but no Red Dead Redemption, I guess. If they had Max Payne. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. PC gamers, they normally hate the GTA ports because they've done so poorly anyway.
Yeah, quite fun. I think they're just happy to have it, especially.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was cool, and they also showed off a load of mini games.
Yeah.
Do you like the mini games? What did you take away?
It for tennis, do you? Really?
It looked like a really deep tennis game.
If you want
Thing
a
is-
tennis game, get a tennis game.
But Rockstar made the table.
Rockstar made
tennis game,
table
didn't they?
tennis.
Oh
So I
well,
was like,
okay.
no, that's obviously not why to buy GTA, but like they did the table tennis game, which was quite like in depth.
So they
like
just nicked all that.
I don't know, they could just have like
I imagine, yeah.
I don't imagine it's going to be
ball sports.
half-assed.
So if it gets to the point where game developers are just taking other games they've made and putting it into their newer game, being like, look what we've done! Oh my goodness!
It's not the same.
It's not.
What would
I don't know.
that would just be
It's
horrible.
it's interesting.
Mm.
I just
Yeah.
think it's crazy that they.
It's just a level of immersion again.
Yeah, and it's the fact that it's not even so that no, the thing it's not the immersion of playing it; it's the immersion of driving past and knowing it's there. I know that sounds really
Yeah.
weird, but like knowing you can do that.
Yeah.
Like in Grand Theft Auto 4, it's like, oh, the city like this is great, but it's
There's
just,
just-
you're
yeah,
just
it's just
driving
skins,
past.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just skins and like there's an occasional in the. In Ballad of Gay Tony, they did introduce quite a lot more. You'd go into a nightclub, and it was
Right.
cool. It was like, hey, it's dark now. I could do like this drug run mission, or I could go into a nightclub.
Yeah.
And I think there'll be a lot of that. They must have nightclubs again. I forgot about that. Oh, that was so cool.
So
really
it's
hyped.
just every human interaction that isn't being a
Like-
gangster some kind of mini game.
I guess. Yeah, actually, yeah. The nightclubs in Ballad of Gay Tony were a mini game, and like you could go into the club and like have a couple shots, and then if you got really drunk, you would black out and wake up in your house, and then you could go onto the dance floor. And I think the mini game was made harder if you were drunk. It was really
Okay.
well done.
So
That's
there's
quite
the
cool.
shopping mini game, the laundry mini game.
That'll be fun. I don't know, because obviously, like, with all GTA, you play like, oh, there's so much to do here, and then as it goes on, it's like, it was kind of a bizarre.
You like some of it. You're like, I could do any of that, but why would I want to?
Yeah. Oh, I'll do that.
One thing that did strike me about the trailer is the HUD.
Yeah.
If that is
It's a-
what it's going to look like, I like the fact it's super minimal.
It's minimal and it's very HD. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like the old GTA 4 was made. It was lucky for me because I had an SD TV at the time, but I played on like my monitor. And when you get the phone up, I'm just going to do the timer. When you get the phone up, it's like massive, and it's like this is
Right.
obviously made for an SD TV.
Yeah.
Like all the text and stuff like that. But yeah, it's very small and it looks good. Like the map looks so much more useful than every other map ever. The fact that it's 3D, it's on a tilt,
Oh, all right.
or maybe that's not all the time. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't see why not.
Yeah. That. And the thing they showed at the end, the big tease, was Grand Theft Auto Online, which was yeah.
I've never had Grand Theft Auto for PC, and I know there's big online stuff for all the PC games.
Yeah, but it's not bad. Like you can throw a bunch of people into Grand Theft Auto 4, and it's a clusterfuck. It's not very fun.
Right.
Because
So how do you reckon they're going to sort it out for 5?
But no, that's the thing, because they're designing. You know, it's not my problem. Like, is it? Sorry, I should speculate, but like, I think they'll do it well because they're Rockstar, and they must have something set. Because the way they're pitching it is Grand Theft Auto Online. It's not Grand Theft Auto 5 multiplayer.
Right.
You know, Red Dead Redemption multiplayer I thought was really, you know, player versus player. Oh no, because they had they did have death matches and stuff, but they also had open world and you could join gangs. Did you ever? You wouldn't have never played it.
I've
online,
never
did you?
had live.
It was so cool. Like they would drop everyone to a map, like a free roam mode, and you could upgrade your horse, and you started with a donkey. And you can join rival gangs like on the fly, and you'll switch.
Right.
You can switch gangs, and then you like roam the desert, and you'll come across some other people who are going to like loot I can't remember, like a holdout or something, and then you would like wrangle them and be like, oh man, and you like, and then one might be a traitor, and this was all obviously done by players, and
okay.
it's really well done. So they
So
must be doing
maybe
that.
there might be a
And would they have like
crux
cops
in
and robbers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
there. I imagine they could do that quite easily.
They could, but I wonder if they will. I think everyone will be a criminal, and then they'll have like vigilante criminals. So, like, Robin Hood. Oh, that's it. Robin. That has been done, I'm sure, many times before. Robin from the Hood.
Oh dear.
I'm sure.
Oh,
That's going to be my
Marcus.
clan.
Oh,
join
Marcus. I
join
think
the Hooded Robins.
it's got to be structured in some way, otherwise it will just
Yeah.
be chaos, like you
But
said.
about I think I tweeted about it and I said, was that about 30 people on screen? It wasn't. There were about 12. But that was in one tiny segment, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it must be loads of people. Rockstar are going to kill it. They are going to blow our minds with it, aren't they?
Probably.
Aren't they?
Probably.
You
How
think, Kate?
much more can they add? Sorry, that sounds really stupid. I haven't played the games, but I don't know. It's just kind of
Right, like
I'm
basically,
I think we'll go back to you haven't played the game.
what?
It's in the title. Grand
What-
Theft Auto, stealing cars.
Well, Grand
That
Theft
is
Auto.
that's 100% of the mechanics.
What Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto did was say you drop into this warehouse and the Goldfinger song is playing. What? How does that Goldfinger song go? The Superman one.
I
I don't know, but all I know is you definitely have to grind over the half-pipe. Right?
Yeah.
You just can't get any.
So
God.
you know they have helicopters in the game. The way you unlock them is going to a warehouse and grinding atop the helicopter
and it
blade.
starts the rotor spinning
Goes up, goes
and
through,
blows through the
ceiling.
roof.
That's how it works. And the thing they showed at the end, the big tease, was Grand Theft Auto Online, which was
I've never had Grand Theft Auto for PC, and I know there's big online stuff for all the PC games.
yeah, but it's not bad. Like you can throw a bunch of people into Grand Theft Auto 4, and it's a clusterfuck. It's not very fun.
Right.
Because
So how do you reckon they're going to sort it out for 5?
But no, that's the thing, because they're designing. You know, it's not my problem. Like, is it? Sorry, I should speculate, but like, I think they'll do it well because they're Rockstar, and they must have time set. Because the way they're pitching it is Grand Theft Auto Online. It's not Grand Theft Auto 5 multiplayer.
Right.
You know, Red Dead Redemption multiplayer I thought was really, you know, player versus player. Oh no, because they had they did have death matches and stuff, but they also had open world and you could join gangs. Did you ever? You wouldn't have never played it.
I've
online,
never
would you?
had live.
It was so cool. Like they would drop everyone to a map, like a free roam mode, and you could upgrade your horse, and you started with a donkey. And you can join rival gangs like on the fly, and you'll switch.
Right.
You can switch gangs, and then you like roam the desert, and you'll come across some other people who are going to like loot I can't remember, like a holdout or something, and then you would like wrangle them and be like, oh man, and you like perform, and then one might be a traitor. And this was all obviously done by players, and it's really well done. So they must be doing
maybe
that.
there might be a
And would they have like cops and robbers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I imagine they could do that quite easily.
They could, but I wonder if they will. I think everyone will be a criminal, and then they'll have like vigilante criminals. So, like, Robin Hood. Oh, that's it. Robin. That has been done, I'm sure, many times before. Robin from the Hood.
Oh dear.
I'm sure that's going to be my clan.
Oh,
join
Marcus. I
join
think
the Hooded Robins.
it's got to be structured in some way, otherwise it will just
Yeah.
be chaos, like you
But
said.
about I think I tweeted about it and I said, was that about 30 people on the screen? It wasn't. There were about 12. But that was in one tiny segment, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it must be loads of people. I reckon Rockstar are going to kill it. They are going to blow our minds with it, aren't they?
Probably.
Aren't they?
Probably.
You think,
How
Kate?
much more can they add? Sorry, that sounds really stupid. I haven't played the games, but I don't know. It's just kind of driving.
Right, like
I'm
basically,
I think we'll go back to you haven't played the game.
what?
It's in the title. Grand
Well-
Theft Auto, stealing cars.
Well, Grand
That
Theft
is
Auto.
that's 100% of the mechanics.
What Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto did was say you drop into this warehouse and the Goldfinger song is playing. What? How does that Goldfinger song go? The Superman one.
I don't know, but all I know is you definitely have to grind over the half-pipe. Right?
Yeah.
You just can't get any.
So
God.
you know they have helicopters in the game. The way you unlock them is going to a warehouse and grinding atop the helicopter
and it
blade.
starts the rotor spinning
Goes up, goes
and
through,
blows through the
ceiling.
roof.
That's how it works.
Oh.
Yeah. So we talked about yeah. So get excited, get
Yeah.
hyped.
Speaking of trailers,
Speaking of trailers,
the first today actually I watched Assassin's Creed 4 trailer for the first
so I
time.
showed it to you. I forced you to watch it.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
But I
No.
thought
Do you want to watch it while
I've been
we're
locked out.
while
I
we're
can't.
talking
I
about
can't
it?
watch.
Kate's been locked out of a house
No,
for
I don't
5
want
days.
to watch it while you guys are saying interesting things. I'll just pretend I've watched it,
okay,
like I did with
all right.
GTA.
Pretend
Yeah.
you got Assassin's Creed, but it's set in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Okay,
I knew that.
I'm
you're
Yeah.
pretty
getting
much
it
up to speed.
Okay, so Stano, talk about it.
Okay, so it's basically, it doesn't look like it deviates too much from the Assassin's Creed like set rules. set-
I played Brotherhood and then I kind of lost it, and I played.
You
a bit
stopped
of
at Brotherhood,
three.
did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so this week I've been blitzing through Revelations so I could get up on the story so I could start Assassin's Creed 3,
I thought you did start Assassin's Creed.
which I started yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So I've just got into Assassin's Creed 3, which is for me the biggest development in the Assassin's Creed series. So they've added a lot more in,
I've
and
taken that out.
they have taken but they've taken all the crap stuff out that no one ever does.
Like in what? Are we talking about 4 now?
Yeah,
Three.
no 3.
3.
3.
Okay.
So 3 I think is a really good Assassin's Creed game, and what they've done with 4 it looks like is just build on that. Like they haven't. It doesn't look like they've added too much stuff in, but they've just made what they've got better and
Yeah.
look pretty.
Yeah.
I like the pirates.
I felt playing Brotherhood. Because at the beginning of Brotherhood, you get into it and you've got all your weapons and stuff. It's like the T system, what you can unlock.
Yeah.
I just felt it was too much. Is that what you feel when you get towards the end of the game?
Um,
There are so many weird gadgets and stuff.
But I'm
Or
probably
do
going to
you
upset a
use
lot of
that?
people by just saying I don't use them very often.
Yeah.
Like in Assassin's Creed, the thing
No, that's
I like
the thing, because
about
there are
it,
too many, and all you need to do is counter people. That's all you
yeah,
need to do.
but I like the combat
Yeah.
system and I like the melee system, so I always do that. I don't throw smoke bombs and run away and all that shit. So
I quite like the blood bombs. The premise being that if you throw blood at people, they'll think they're hurt. Like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
clearly
yeah, in Assassin's
wounded.
Creed 2 Revelations even.
I'm not watching it.
There's
So, but you can engage in the convo.
Not if I'm watching the video.
No, but you
I can just say things
you
while
can
I'm
talk.
watching them. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
so in the 2 trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
They had bombs, and you can make 50 billion different combinations of bombs. all
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
And just-
It's like
I
an
d-
alchemy type thing.
I don't know anyone who used them. If you've
Yeah.
used them,
Okay, this is not working.
tell us. But
Because it felt like it was really, Assassin's Creed. It's become very story heavy.
yeah,
now,
which
super story.
yeah,
heavy
which
and lineage.
is one thing that because some of the missions are just so dull. Cause they're just go here, talk to this guy, come back, and that's like a mission.
Sounds like Grand Theft Auto.
No, but they're not done. Grand Theft Auto will do it better, but. I hope that they sort that out because there's so many missions so far.
Well, that's good.
Even Assassin's Creed 3, which I thought they've tried to cut that out. Some of them are just really boring.
But isn't it just that he's been promoted to one of the, head
Well,
assassins, so he
spoilers.
has to do a lot of admin?
No,
If he was like a mini assassin, he'd do all
that's
the
not
killing.
That's not a spoiler, guys.
There's a lot of admin
I
there,
don't
but
say he's been promoted like that's the main. I don't know.
then no, but they have a lot of admin. In Revelations, you could upgrade the cities and stuff, and in 3 you can upgrade your little homestead, and in 4 you can now upgrade your ship.
Basically,
I hated
at
the
the
ship.
at the very first X Games, Altair just dropped in on a sick pipe, and everyone was like, "He's trying to do 900%. No one's going to do."
No
that.
one can do the 900.
And he landed the 900.
Leave that.
And
what?
that's when Assassin's Creed 4 takes off.
Yeah,
So-
just after the aftermath of landing the 900.
So you play as Edward
Hawks.
Hawks. Is Hawk anyway?
Oh, it is Hawks.
I
Shut
just
up.
derail it.
Yeah.
No, it's not called Hawk. No,
His name is.
Edward Kenway.
Tony Hawk.
Oh no! I was. Don't worry.
No, it's not Tony Hawks. It's Tony Hawk.
Well,
Anyway.
Tony Hawk apostrophe S.
Oh.
You have derailed this.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm really sorry. Pirates with hats.
Basically, Assassin's Creed 4 looks quite good.
It's
If you already like the Assassin's Creed franchise.
It looked like they've improved the free running, and I haven't seen the combat that much, but the free running and the environments and the freeformness of it
Yeah.
to make it
And
an
interactions
interesting-
with NPCs as well.
yeah, and that kind of stuff to make it, and the amount of NPCs. Did that disclose?
Do you want to check?
Don't think so. I'll check. Nope. It looks like they'd made a big enough jump from, because I've only played I played up to Brotherhood, so
Yeah.
not 3. A big enough jump to grab my interest again.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
it feels very next gen. It seemed like the console was on the PS4. It looked pretty nice.
The gameplay trailer we watched was on the PS4.
Definitely. Oh, okay.
Well, it had circle and X on it, so.
I think the PS4 is the only PS4 introduced those buttons to the.
Yeah, definitely. But no, it looks nice, graphically.
good.
But that's because it's a new release game for the new consoles. So
I don't know. Well, I'm not interested by Assassin's Creed.
no, I mean as I said, I dropped out. I haven't played them for ages. But
Have you got to the naval bit on Assassin's Creed 3?
today I played my first naval battle.
That is the part I hated most.
It
It is horrible.
may be a little bit
It
pointless.
seems- yeah,
so
it
it might
seems a
get
bit-
more.
But that's
integrated
like the
later
whole
on.
point of Black Flag. It's just.
Yeah, but
Certainly
they
in
would have
3,
improved it. 'cause
and they have. It looked fun.
yeah,
And-
because
but-
it's a cool mechanic, and you can actually board ships, and you can do really it
But I don't
feels.
like driving ships. It's really hard.
No, but they in this trailer they handled like cars. Like it's ridiculous.
They do in
the
3 as
the
well.
turning circle.
I'm
But
not sure I like that. Like,
And-
yes, it's easier, but then it's not anything like a boat. I guess you can't.
But I think Wind Waker really nailed boat mechanics pretty much.
You just go forwards. You go forwards and then you stop and then you go forwards some more.
I haven't played it very much.
That's pretty much it.
It's good. I thought it had because you have to catch the wind, don't you? And like
Yeah, but you control,
the wind.
So you just like want to go that way and then you do.
You wave your little stick around and then the wind goes where you want.
Phantom Hourglass even improved on that by just draw a line and go directly in that line. You don't even have to control the wind. That was fun.
Maybe we're going to have a Wind Waker Assassin's Creed crossover.
I see no. It seems like the next
Yeah.
logical step. I don't.
Assassin's Creed 5.
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
It's got the hood
It would
and
be a
everything.
Link to the Past, really, wouldn't it?
A green, because you can dye your robes in the newer games, can't you?
I don't know. I haven't got. Well, you can in
Well,
definitely in
probably.
Revelations.
Right,
but
but
I
you can
don't-
dye them,
don't know
yeah.
about 3.
Are there Assassin's Creed mods?
No,
Probably for
but you
PC.
can dye your. I think because I did it. I think
Yeah,
I
you can go with
dyed it.
tailors.
I think I
Yeah.
dyed it green and with a yellow.
Did you pretend you were Link?
I didn't think at the time. But I just thought green and gold was a cool color scheme. It was
Yeah.
cool.
I always stuck to white because I'm a purist.
I don't know what. There's
He
what
does
White
so
Hood.
dirty.
It's a racist. Basically, I just
Let's not get back to that.
went
Let's
through.
not get back
I'm
to
looking
that.
forward to being a pirate to assassinate minorities. We're all in gangs anyway. Pirate ship's kind of like a gang, but it's classier. No minorities.
Oh wow.
Moving on.
That's.
I'm not too interested. The internet watch us talk.
We
Talk
don't
to the
even
camera.
really like him. Holding us
Hey,
hostage
the last
with tea.
tea break got 30 views.
30
I think it might be.
Whoa.
I think it might be more than that.
and
God.
at least 15. of
Also,
those
thank
were me.
you, 77 subscribers now. Just have a. Well done.
Should we move on to a
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, what about consoles, guys?
You know what they should do? They should get like Street Pass for the controllers for the next gen consoles.
So you can
what,
put your
sorry?
controller in your pocket
Yeah, just like-
and just go out.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how
Why?
Street Pass works, but you walk past people and people who've also got the 3DSs on them, you like exchange data and you can get like badges and stuff. Can you get badges? Hats?
Yeah, essentially, there's Mead Pass,
Probably
which is
hats.
kind of dull. But then, if a person passes you that has the same game and they've enabled Spot Pass and Street Pass, they can go into your game or they can transfer stuff into your game. So for example, Nintendogs, you get to meet their dog.
Game of the year 2012.
Shut up.
Sorry,
Animal Crossing, you get to go to their towns
Game
or
of the
go
year
to their
2013.
houses.
You heard it here.
Shut up.
Sorry.
But I don't think that would work with controllers. The idea
Why
with
not? That'd be so
3DSs,
cool.
they're
You
meant
can't
to be
carry your
portable.
controller
You
around
put them
with
in
you.
your bag.
I would put a controller in my bag. How
You
is...
carry a bag around.
Yes.
Most guys just put their wallets in their pockets.
Okay, my wallet is not exclusive. My bag is not exclusively for my wallet.
I don't know what guys put in their
I
bags.
do
I'm sorry.
put my wallet in my pocket, but no, like I think that'd be cool, and you could like transfer information about your games, and it'd be cool. Like, I just think
disagree.
it'd be fun to have like a tactile thing around with
Well,
you.
why can't you do
What
that with
would you
Smart
do with
Glass? You
it?
might as well just do that with Smart Glass app.
Yeah. Why not?
Because with a 3DS,
That way you don't
you're
need your
carrying it
controller.
around. You're also playing it when you want to. With a controller, you're just going to get out and be like, games!
And you can install Smart Glass on pretty much any device.
What about like a dongle or like a keychain, like a little PS logo on it?
You would buy.
That'll work.
And-
Yeah,
That
That sounds a little bit like the
spend a
Poker
tenner.
Walker app thingy thing.
I just think we need more crossover between
Well, yeah.
physical, digital.
I think the
that'd
app
be really
would
fun.
work, but you'd have to be on Wi-Fi the whole time, and that wouldn't work for everybody on
No.
your phone.
I saw a game recently that did that. I can't remember what it was. I was getting excited about it, but it crossed over the physical and the digital. Not that fun.
Lost on me. Okay.
No. I forgot what it was. It was really good.
Was it Disney Infinity?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was that. It was that, and it was also. Yeah. Disney Infinity. Go watch the vid. Hype Tank number 12. It's number 1. But also, like, I've been looking up the Jawbone Up and the Fitbit. It's a wristband. Some of them are wristbands. Some of them are like it's like the next gen pedometer,
Right.
and it like tracks your steps and stuff. And I just think that's cool.
Isn't it like 60 quid?
Yeah, and the wristband is like 60, and they're all. But I just think that's cool. Like,
So you want people to be able to still play games when they're not playing games?
That's not a game. That's just walking.
Yeah,
Walking isn't a game.
I just think our primary interaction with the world This is deep. Primary interaction is physical with stuff.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if that could influence, this new digital art. I don't want to sound wanky, but like this new art, this new form of entertainment more. That can enable that.
I'm completely lost. You're gonna have to like
Stuff
give
is
an
cooler
example.
when you can share it with other people.
Just
Pretty much.
like the Poke Walker. Like as you walked, it would it would upgrade your Pokemon and stuff.
It's essentially
Or-
taking the digital out into the real world. Like
Well-
you could put your actual Pokemon, I'd say actual Pokemon, your digital Pokemon onto this little Tamagotchi, and you could take them out with you,
Okay.
and they would get experience from you walking around. It would feel like you were kind of real world gaming.
And, like if you
He
play,
means like that.
if you played a game, it would change on like your surroundings might change on like with Google. When I go on Google now, the little header changes depending on what place I'm at and what time of day it is.
I thought you didn't like Google Glass.
I prefer Oculus Rift.
Yeah, but Oculus Rift and Google Glass are two completely different.
No, no. Get the Oculus Rift right. Put two like really nice cameras on the front.
Look
and
like a complete idiot.
yeah,
Go around walking.
no, but then you are a droid. Like you live in the dream. Like you're a robot. You have Terminator vision all the time. And like, sure, you will like I'll be wearing it, and they'll be like, robot. It would be like if an android was walking through town. That's just
So
You
you want
wanna
to
be
be an
an
android?
You don't want to game and interact with the physical world. You just want to be a robot.
as soon as the Oculus Rift hits consumer, there's going to be a hell of a lot of money going towards it. And
Yeah.
they're going to be like, let's.
I don't think anyone's going to take it outside though.
But they will once it gets made. They will do if they're wearing Google Glass.
In Japan, I think. Not in the UK.
This
People-
is Racist Cast
It's not.
2013. So that was good.
Glad I could
Hope
help.
you've enjoyed it. Quick wrap up. Best game of E3. Sorry, that's a couple months behind that. So thanks for watching Heady High Gamercast 2013. I'm Doug Thick Dank Smoke. Joined by
Tom.
And Kate.